Part 8. The Messages. Emails after the first police warning. Message number 1. This is my last message to you, and, as requested, I will not contact you for at least 5 months. In that time frame, however, you may call me at any time you'd like. Alana, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I stupidly posted my tagged profile on my YouTube channel to chat with female gamers. Instead, it only lured a troll to find you through me. The troll sent me screen caps of the conversation via Facebook. I finished work early that day and saw the conversation shortly before going to Starbucks. I got so upset that I unwisely retaliated against the creepy troll that showed my messages to GameDude Official, who uploaded them onto YouTube, along with the angry messages I sent directly to GameDude Official. One of them did manage to convince GameDude Official to take down every video involving you, like the box art rants. Watch GameDude Official's latest video and view the attached screen-capped messages, including GameDude Official's responses, that reveal the real troll. I know I shouldn't have retaliated at all, but I just got so upset that I had to say something. The entire situation is only my problem now. I really did have an audition that day at UBC. Took the day off to work for it, and caught the bus after the one you entered. Hopefully I'll get the part. I've deleted my Facebook, tagged, and even my YouTube channel because I'm tired of all the bullshit. I'm sorry for humiliating you at Starbucks. I was just really upset. I didn't even care about the conversation anymore. I just want to be your friend again, and I will do whatever it takes. You are very special to me, and I think about you every day. I'm sorry for constantly trying to communicate with you for hours on end. Respecting you is leaving you alone. Jonathan advised me not to phone you at all, but I cowardly gave in. I called so many times because part of me kept thinking that your mom was guarding the home phone, and I didn't know whether your cell was merely off or blocking mine. I will not call you again until you call me. I know that I've been a complete asshole to you lately, and I apologize for everything, but I promise you that I will change. I will be nice, normal, and respectful. I've already improved my life by moving out, getting a full-time job, sexy clothes that I know you'll like, and I'm getting a truck soon. I've also lost Jonathan as a friend, so right now I'm all alone, but I know that I deserve it. However, I will find new friends, and I hope to get both of you back one day. I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me, and I will keep thinking of you every single day. Goodbye for now. GameDude Official's latest video. And then he leaves a link. Message 2. I used the iPhone 5 at the wireless wave by your house to text you, but someone else that pretended to be me continued to text you after I texted you on the 19th. I forgot to clear everything on that phone. Message 3. I thought I cleared everything on that demo iPhone 5 I used to text you at the wireless wave, but recently discovered that impersonators pretending to be me are still texting you. Like I said before, the last text that I sent you on that phone, and in general, was from the 19th. Ignore all texts after. I am now certain that I have cleared everything on that phone, but if you still receive texts, just know that they're not from me. Message 4. I'm moving back to Surrey in a few days and will not come back for a long time. Today might be the last day that we can see each other, and the weather is very nice. We can go to a coffee shop, hang out at my house, or just go for a walk. I promise to be nice to you, as long as you will be nice to me. I know that you want a break, but you'll have a very long one after I'm gone. I told you that I had nothing to do with the troll and apologized for humiliating you at the coffee shop and calling you too much. I've forgiven you for pretty much worse numerously in the past, and time does not heal all wounds. It only prolongs them. Would you like to see me one last time to say goodbye? Message number 5. Did all the weird messages come from one number? Last time I ever messaged you was on the 19th from that demo iPhone in the wireless wave by your house. I was so upset that I forgot to clear everything after, and so at least one person thought it would be funny to continue what I was saying. I discovered this when I returned to that wireless wave 2 days later. Eventually I fully cleared everything, so you shouldn't get any more weird messages. If you don't believe me, message that number and you'll see it on that demo iPhone 5. I really do hope that all the weird messages come from one number. I don't have an explanation if otherwise because I've never given out your number. Anyway, the entire thing was an accident and I'm sorry that it happened. None of it would have happened though if you had just talked to me on the phone. Message number 6. Alana, I just want you to know that you've been the greatest friend I've ever had and that you mean everything to me. Here's a poem that I wrote for you. I dream under the starry night. dream to soar to the moon so bright, a restless raven without flight. I ponder upon the pretty sight. I live in sadness, I live in fright. What I do to touch the white, what I may, what I might, what I do to reach the height. I never tire, I always fight, what I do to breathe the light. But earth I stay, destiny is right, so I brace the moon, endure the plight, and dream under the starry night. Message number 7. Alana, you treat me like shit. I've done everything for you, but you made me feel like nothing when I discovered you were going to sleep with a complete stranger from Tagged directly after coffee. Promising each other to sleep with nobody else is equivalent to boyfriend-girlfriend, and how am I supposed to believe that you were not actually going to sleep with him? Why would you lie to him? Why not just tell him that you're already committed to someone, but that you'll see him anyway as a potential friend? What would you have told him after? That you simply changed your mind? Besides, your story keeps changing. At first you said, I promised to only sleep with you because you were bugging me. That's just evil. There's never a reason to make a bullshit promise. Besides, I was not bugging you. I didn't want to sleep with you because I didn't like the open relationship anymore. Therefore, the real reason you promised was just to sleep with me. In fact, all you cared about was sleeping with me. You never gave a shit about me. You never cared about what I wanted to do, what my interests were, how I felt, or anything like that. You only care about yourself. You never even cared to hear me play the saxophone. So what if you don't like it? You could have done it for me. Sometimes, friends do things for other friends and not for themselves. Maybe I'm not a big fan of the violin, but I love to watch you play it because it makes you happy. Regarding the other promises, maybe you did make them because I was bugging you, but you cannot say the same thing for that one promise. You even told me that you don't want to kiss other guys. If you had never made that promise, or even told me that you were going to sleep with someone else in advance, I wouldn't have cared at all about the entire situation, but promising to only be with one person is a commitment, and breaking that promise is equivalent to cheating. I know that you said you weren't really going to sleep with that guy, but I'll get to that later. You then said, because he asked me to. That's your reason for planning to sleep with him? Are you shitting me? If he asked you to jump off a bridge, would you? Did you know that you can decline when someone asks you to do something? You finally said, I wasn't really going to sleep with him. Why does the answer keep changing? Why would you even want to meet a pervert like that? He doesn't care about you, just like those other losers that you dated. They don't give a shit about you, just like you don't give a shit about me. You told me that I was special to you. You told me that I mean so much to you. You told me that I'm your best friend and that you love me. Sometimes as a friend, but sometimes beyond. Then I discovered that it's all bullshit. Were those all lies just to sleep with me too? Or did you just lie to that guy to sleep with him? You keep accusing me of being associated with that troll. Did you not see the messages of me swearing at the troll? Why would I be associated with that asshole? Have I ever lied to you before? Friends need to trust each other. Why do you hate me so much? Yeah, sure, I humiliated you at Starbucks, but maybe you deserved it. You really think I should have just done nothing? Would you have done nothing? Would you not have felt the least bit hurt? And imagine I completely ignored you after instead of apologizing. Doesn't make any sense, does it? You should be the one apologizing, and I should be the one ignoring you. Instead, you're ignoring me for 5 months just because you're humiliated in front of a bunch of stupid, random girls that you'll never see again? Who gives a shit? What other reason could there be for ignoring me? Calling you 100 times? You've done that to me so many times in the past, but I never called the police on you. Friends do not do that to each other. Friends resolve problems by communicating with each other. Stop being such a girl and talk to me. I've already apologized and admitted my mistakes. Why can't you do the same? You're not always right either. Besides, everyone on Yahoo Answers agrees with me and I can prove it to you. I did everything for you, Alana. Why? Because maybe I still do love you. Maybe I still do want to be your friend. Why? I don't know. I certainly deserve to be treated with a much higher degree of respect, that's for sure, but I still miss you so much. Even though you make me feel like shit sometimes, I still always think about you. I think about how pretty you are, like your cute bangs and freckles, sparkling eyes, and sexy pigtails. I think about how much I enjoy listening to you talk about the things that you're really interested in. I think about all the times you made me laugh whenever you contributed to the story of Barbecue Boy on the beach. I'll always remember the times we gazed at the stars together, and the times we held hands while walking alongside the river. I'll always remember every time you kissed me and told me that you love me, and every name you've called me like swan dumpling and dinosaur cake. I'll always remember the fantasy movies we watched together and the fantasy games that we played together. So what if we fought a lot? Ever watched The Notebook? You were my first love, and that's why it really breaks my heart that you're mean to me. I thought we were going to be friends forever. I didn't want us to be mad at each other anymore. Just talk to me and maybe we can instantly forget all this bullshit. You probably think I'm crazy for writing so much to you, but that's because I bottle nothing up. I pour my feelings out to you, and you should do the same to me. I've always walked you back to your house from New Westminster, just to make sure that you got home safe, despite the fact that it always consumed 3 hours of my time there and back. I ditched my friends many times like the German girls and classmates at graduation, just to be with you. I called in sick at work, or skipped an audition, just to be with you. Rain or snow, sick or tired, nothing would have stopped me from seeing you. Sometimes I feel like you don't appreciate anything I've done for you. Remember a long time ago, when you planned to journey all the way from Vancouver to my house in New Westminster, in hopes that I'd be Hope so that you'd be able to confront me for ignoring you? You probably felt the same way I feel now. Did I call the police? No. Were you stalking me? Technically yes, but who gives a shit? Only a fool wouldn't chase the person he or she loves. That's right, back then you did love me, and I still believe you do. You're just hiding it now. You didn't even thank me for the necklace I gave you. Never told me if you like it or not, and didn't even open it in front of me. You just told me that you didn't want it, but took it anyway. I gave you that necklace because it's pretty, and you're pretty. Despite the fact that you never gave me a present after telling me you would around Christmas time, I gave you one anyway because, against all odds, you still mean everything to me, and I still wanted you to be happy. I don't want it back. I don't want anything I've ever given you back. I can't take them back anyway. They belong to you, and I want you to have them. I was an asshole for taking things back in the past, but I'll never do that again. Despite the fact that you never wrote a love poem, ever, I wrote you one and another about fighting the impossibility of being with you. Despite the fact that you left the flower I gave you to rot in the backseat of the car, I still would have plucked one from the tallest mountain if you wanted it badly enough. Despite the fact that you've numerously walked away from me while I was crying, I never walked away from you when you were down. I've always been there for you, and you know it. I'm leaving at the end of the month, and I'm not coming back. I don't want to come back. There's nothing in Vancouver for me anymore. Maybe I would have changed my mind if you showed me that you wanted me to stay, but all you've done is ignore me. Do I mean that little to you? So little that you can't even bother to see me one last time? Is it because you're upset that I'm going? Then tell me not to go. Why should I stay if you don't even want to talk to me? Everything that I've done, I did it for you. I moved close to you so that we'd hang out more, but we ended up hanging out less, and you never even saw that place after I got it completely furnished. I got brand new clothes, almost all of my classmates added me back on Facebook, a full-time job, and guess what? I even have a car now. It's waiting for me back in Surrey, but you couldn't care less because I mean nothing to you. Worst thing is, you know how it feels. You felt the way that I felt. You felt that annoying sadness of being ignored and feeling like you're nothing. You felt it all, yet you continue to make me feel that way. You used to respond when we had a confrontation. You used to try to resolve the problem. You wouldn't just delete me on Facebook and tagged and rely on false assumptions. You won't even give me the chance to explain anything in person or on the phone. If you disagree with anything I've said, tell me. I want to know your opinion on all of this. I want you to convince me that I'm wrong. So what are you going to do now? Continue to ignore me? Call the police again? You make me feel like a monster when all I try to do is fix everything, even though I don't deserve you. I don't deserve this, and I don't deserve to be hit, sworn at, lied to, criticized, or anything like that. I don't know why I still want to be your friend, but I do, so please respond. I got really sick and I just want to talk to you. Message number 8, dated the 9th of February, 2013. When may we talk on the phone and hang out again? February 27th is so far away. I was really looking forward to hanging out with you yesterday. I was too upset to hang out with Jonathan and Sam, and thought about ending it with Sam because maybe I don't want her. Maybe I want you, but you obviously don't want anything to do with me because you wouldn't even talk to me on the phone for 5 seconds. Do you still really hate me that much? You don't know how hard I'm trying to be your friend again. I've even changed my mind about moving back to Surrey. I'm still at the same place. I just have a roommate now that I know you'll really like because he's really into historical things too. I really miss hanging out with you. I know you're sick, but are you too sick to talk on the phone? Maybe I shouldn't have ended it with Sam because at least she's nice to me and you obviously just want me to move on anyway. I still want to be your friend though. Sorry for calling you so much, but you've done the same to me. Just not to the same extent because I've always picked up the phone much sooner. Hope you're feeling better. Message number 9, dated the 11th of February, 2013. Alana, I love you. I love everything about you. I think about you all the time. I just want to hold you and never let go. You mean the world to me and I will do anything to get you back. Please tell me what I must do. My heart aches so much. Please talk to me. That's all I really want you to do. You still love me too. I know that you do. I know that I still mean a lot to you, even though you try to hide it sometimes. When all is well, we are happier together. I know it and you know it. That is why we should both keep fighting to be together again. If I knew that you truly cannot ever be happier with me, and that you really never do want to see me again, then I would have been forever gone a long time ago. You don't understand how much I miss you. I miss looking at the stars with you. I miss watching fantasy movies with you. I miss playing Skyrim with you. I miss walking you home. I miss your pretty smile and beautiful eyes. I miss your adorable pigtails and ponytail. You really are the prettiest girl I've ever seen, and that's a fact. I miss talking about history with you. I miss holding you and calling you my Gosling. You are the one I want, and I will keep fighting to get you back. I don't want anyone else. Maybe I thought I did before, but I've realized that I just don't. They're all fake and soulless. You're not. You're different. You're compassionate. You're caring. You're interesting. You're funny. You're deep. Other guys don't know you the way I do. I want to be your boyfriend again. I don't want anyone else. That's mainly why I'm not seeing Sam anymore. She's not you. I was only seeing her because I thought I needed to move on, but I can't because I know you still care about me. After all, you did want me to dump her in front of you, even though I told you that she was never officially my girlfriend. We just hung out a few times and got kind of close. I don't care if you sleep with other guys. I just want to be with you again, and I'll do whatever it takes. That's all. I know that you want to be with me again too. I hear it in your voice. I'm still your swan, and you know it. I'm sorry for all the bullshit I've done. Please give me one last chance to make everything up to you. Let me show you that I'm a better person now. I know I've made a lot of mistakes, but that's because you are the one girlfriend I've ever had. After talking to my roommate and doing a lot of research, I now know every single reason why you're mad at me. I will never repeat any of the mistakes I've made. I will never upset you ever again. I will be nothing but nice to you no matter what. I will respect you and make you happy. You should always go after the one you love. That's why I went to see you. You did the same to me a long time ago. I was ignoring you, and you got so upset that you traveled all the way to New Westminster and hoped that you'd find me, and you did at the SkyTrain station. I told you to go away, but you kept following me even after I was running away from you. You kept chasing me until you got me back. Why did you do it? Because you loved me. Your heart ached at the thought that I didn't want to see you again. It was very immature for me to yell at you for deleting my Facebook comments. I should have talked to you nicely about it rather than being a complete asshole. The pigtails comment was embarrassing, and the concert one was stupidly pointless. I just automatically assumed that you deleted them because you didn't want your friends to know that we were still friends. It was very annoying of me to demand consistently. I should not have constantly asked you to write a love poem, buy me a present, listen to me play the saxophone, and invite me to hang out with your friends. I should have let you do all those things on your own, naturally. Then it's meaningful because it comes from the heart. I should not have humiliated you at the coffee shop. I should have ignored the troll, or talked to you nicely about the situation. I've changed so much in the past few months. I've moved out, got a full-time job that I'm only taking a break from, got a car, made new friends, got better clothes, doing outside activities, and have done everything else that you wanted me to. Please call me tonight at 9 o'clock. I will be calm. I will be nice. Let's just talk about King Arthur. I'll give you my full opinion on it. The movie has a shitty score on Rotten Tomatoes, but those reviewers can go fuck themselves. I love the story, videography, and acting, although they do a lot of shouting, and there are a few historical inaccuracies. For example, horses did not have stirrups back then, and a pickaxe only would have made a hole in that ice. It wasn't thin enough because the army was able to walk on it. Response number 1, dated the 11th of February, 2013. Alex, I want to move on. That's it. I know it's really hard to let go, but I can't see you anymore. Sorry. I can't see you anymore, and I hope you're happy. I know that you'll find someone who is more right for you. But please stop seeing me and trying to contact me. Message number 10, dated the 11th of February, 2013. I was told to go after the one you love. I thought if I pour my heart out to you in a person that you'd forgive me. Obviously it backfired. It did not go the way I wanted it to. I did not assault you. I just wanted you to hear what I had to say. I memorized The Scientist on the saxophone, and I thought it'd be romantic if I played it in front of you like something you'd see in the movies. That backfired too. All of my tactics backfired. I'm sorry for being so fucked up right now. I will never find a girl more right for me than you. Truth is, every girl I've dated ended up hating me. What if I never contact you for 5 months starting from now? No phone calls, no texting, nothing for 5 entire months. Then would you see me again? Message number 11. Wow, I did not realize how fucked up I was acting. This is just some of what I've learned. When I saw you with that guy in the club, it was none of my business to do anything. An open relationship means you can do whatever you want. Doesn't matter if he's a date or not. I had no right to try to get you away from him. Also, merely touching you when you do not want to be touched really is assault and battery, and there is no excuse for it. No wonder the bouncers dragged me out. I deserved it. You should not have done anything, and I really could have gone to jail for that. I didn't believe you when you told me, but it turns out you were absolutely right. I know I told you that I didn't know that you didn't want to be touched, but I should have known better. I now take blame for that entire scenario. Regarding the conversation, I should have just ignored it. I should have taken nothing you said to the troll seriously. Therefore, I had no right to embarrass you at the coffee shop. I honestly thought that I had a valid reason for being mad at you, but I did not. I now take the blame for that entire scenario too. What was I thinking when I posted my tagged profile onto my YouTube channel just to talk to girls that like video games? I also realized that your mom is not crazy. She has every right to act the way that she did. I apologize for being a jerk to her all those years. I did not fully realize how flawed my beliefs were. I kept thinking I was right and everybody else was wrong. If you really never do want to see me again, then that's fine. It's your choice. But I do believe that we can still fix things in the future. Just know that the ball is now in your court, so if you ever do change your mind, then you may call me at any time, and I will still be at the Starbucks by your house at 5 o'clock on February 27th. You don't even have to come if you don't want to. Finding you Wednesday night and Thursday morning was coincidental, but I planned Thursday afternoon. I just really needed to talk to you. I needed to know what was going on. Call it stalking, but you did the same to me a long time ago. I honestly thought that pouring my heart out to you and romantically playing The Scientist with my saxophone for you would fix things. Although I have the full song memorized, I got so nervous that I totally messed up. Maybe I should have played it by your bedroom window. That would have at least been more like the movies. Some random guy did invite me to join a blues band that he's in though when I practiced earlier, so that's pretty cool. I'll either do that or busking. Now I honestly did not know that hugging you and trying to stop you from leaving was assaulting you. Any physical contact with someone that does not want to be touched is an assault. Holy shit, I feel even worse now. Then again, you physically tried stopping me so many times in the past, hit me a few times, and even bit me really hard once. Therefore, to be fair, you have assaulted me too. I should have used nothing but a calm voice though. Please don't judge me for the way I've been acting lately. I have not been myself at all. What I've done is totally unacceptable, but I've been through a lot and I just took a few really big risks that have totally backfired. Just remember me the way that I was when everything was wonderful. You are absolutely right. It is not a good idea to see me for a long time. I need to further better myself as a human being and clear my mind. Forever is a little far-fetched, but whatever. I think it's safe to say that I am really fucked up right now. I'm normally not like this. My life has been a complete disaster lately, and not just because of you. Wahed fired me, I've officially ended my friendship with Jonathan because he treats me like shit, and many of the other things that I have not told you about. Sometimes I felt like I just wanted to end my life. Don't worry though, I'm a tough soldier and I will keep on fighting. I will get out of this dark cloud that's consumed me. I agree that it is really time for us to move on. Perhaps I shouldn't have stopped seeing Sam just to try to be with you again. I just thought that that's what you wanted me to do. After all, you did jokingly tell me to dump her in front of you. Wouldn't have worked out between her and I anyway, though. You didn't need to tell me that you were sick. You could have just told me that you changed your mind about hanging out with us. You never even really wanted to, did you? You just said that you did. I don't think that they could have made it any way, but that's not the point. You didn't want to hang out with just me either, and that's when I got scared and wanted to know what was going on. You could have communicated with me a lot better. You could have told me when we could talk on the phone again. Instead, you just left me in the dark, and I thought things were improving between us. I had done nothing since the last time we spoke on the phone, and things randomly got worse. Did you change your mind about giving me a second chance? I really needed some answers. That's why I went looking for you. I'm sorry, Alana, but that's not nice at all. I would have ceased all contact until the 27th if you told me to. The real reason we didn't get along is not because we have different personalities. It's because I was an asshole, and I fully acknowledge that now. If I find a new girlfriend, I will not make the same mistakes with her. I would have made you happy and treat you with respect if you had given me one last chance, but perhaps I don't deserve one. I hope you find a new boyfriend that will, and you will find one. You just need to think more highly of yourself, respect yourself more, and stop trying to meet with complete strangers that are perverted creeps. That is not respecting yourself at all, and it's dangerous. You are better than that. Anyway, I just want you to be happy. If you're happy, then I'm happy. Message number 12. You know what? I'm not the problem. You are. You treat me like a piece of shit. You treat everybody like a piece of shit, and everyone sees it. You don't care about anyone but yourself. I manned up, apologized, and acknowledged all of my mistakes. Why can't you? I'm sick of doing all the apologizing. I'm sick of doing all the fixing. I'm sick of everything. I'm not holding back the bullshit anymore. It just doesn't work. You need to know. I am not going to insult you. I am going to tell you how I feel. I was a fool to go after you. You should have gone after me. You've always made me feel worthless. You've done nothing but criticize me. I was never good enough for you. I move out and you tell me to get a job. I get a job and you tell me to get new clothes. I get new clothes and you tell me to make new friends. I make new friends and you tell me to get a car. It never ended. I did one thing and immediately had to do another. I've changed so much for you, but you've changed nothing for me. I wanted you to live with me, but you wouldn't even move out at all so we could have privacy. You are manipulative. You just wanted to sleep with me and did whatever it took. It's all you talked about when I didn't want to sleep with you. You lied and made many bullshit promises until you got what you wanted. I was stupid to fall for all of your tricks. You told me that you didn't want to kiss other guys. You told me that you'd only sleep with me. You told me that I'm special to you. You told me that you'd write me a love poem, buy me a present, and invite me to hang out with your friends if I slept with you. You said, but I promised I'd do all those things for you. You told me so many things that you never meant. After I slept with you, you told me that you only ever made those promises because I was bugging you. So not wanting to sleep with you is bugging you? That was your excuse? All you had to do was treat me with respect and kindness, and maybe I would have wanted to sleep with you again. Then again, you never even gave a shit about me when we made love. You'd always stop when you were finished. Was I just a soulless sex toy? Then you'd kept promising me that we'd do it the regular way again, but we never did. You were mean to me. You never gave a shit about what I wanted to do. We always did what you wanted to do. We never hung out with your friends again. We never wrote poetry together. We never danced at a club together again. You've never done anything for me like listen to me play the saxophone. You could have done it just to make me happy. It's not always about you. Every time I wanted to do something, you'd say no and call it stupid. There were so many things that I wanted to do with you, but you just never cared. How is that supposed to make me feel? That my opinions are always worthless? You are selfish. You never gave a shit about how I felt, and you were never there for me. You abandoned me every time I cried and needed you. You left me crying on the bench in the pouring rain. You left me crying when you drove away with your mom. No other person has ever made me cry in a long time. I never did anything like that to you. I was always there for you when you needed me, and you know it. Every single time you were upset, I was always there to comfort you until you were happy again. Even when you cried to me because Gwyn or Thomas wasn't talking to you, I still comforted you. Imagine I cried to you because Lonnie or Sam wasn't talking to me. How do you think that made me feel? Of course, I didn't hide the fact that I was upset because I just wanted to make you happy again. I can't believe you told me to die after I told you that I wanted to. I've never done that to you every time you told me that you wanted to die. You probably wouldn't give a shit if I did die. You are ungrateful. Everything that I did for you meant nothing. You crumpled and threw away the love poem that I wrote you, that I spent countless hours pouring my heart into, left the flower I gave you to rot in the backseat of your mom's car, and never even thanked me for the necklace I bought you that was worth $300. Did you know it was recently featured in a fashion magazine? You told me that you didn't want it, but you took it anyway. The only present you've ever bought me was a book, and that's only after I begged you to. That's it. Was I only worth that much to you? Then you told me that you were going to give me a present around Christmas time, but never did. Then you forced me to buy the snow leopard for you and pay for half of it when I didn't need to buy it for you at all in the first place. Remember when I skipped an audition or took the day off of work just to be with you? Did that mean nothing to you too? You are a hypocrite. You constantly criticize me for doing the exact same things that you've done to me. Maybe I picked up everything from you, for I've never done anything to you that you hadn't done before. You want to talk to me about assault and battery? How many times have you hit me? You even scratched me and bit me. How many times have you tried to prevent me from going away? Remember when I walked you to the bus stop on my graduation day and wanted to go back to say goodbye to my friends? You wouldn't stop following me and eventually tried to physically force me into a taxi with you. Then I did go back with you and never got to say goodbye to them. I never did that to you on your graduation day. Oh, I'm sorry. You never even invited me to it. You want to talk to me about stalking? You traveled all the way to New Westminster just to try to find me. What a coincidence to find you at the SkyTrain station. It's okay for you to stalk me, but not vice versa? I only live like 5 minutes away from you. You lived an hour and a half away from me, and at least I never followed you into the bus. You followed me onto the SkyTrain and chased me around New Westminster and Surrey. You kept following me after I kept running away from you. You want to talk about harassment? How many times in the past have you excessively called me? You would have called me just as much as I've called you if I ignored you, for just as long as you've ignored me. You want to talk about embarrassment? What about the day you abandoned my friends and I alongside the river by my house? We were throwing rocks into the river and you just walked away. What about the times you wouldn't even talk to any of my friends? Then you kept forcing me to abandon them just to hang out with you instead, when we all could have. You've been horrible to me and I treated you like a queen. Nobody else would have put up with the bullshit you've put me through. I kept forgiving you because that's what friends do. They forgive each other. You know what? Don't see me again. I obviously never meant anything to you. You just used me and threw me away. I don't deserve to be treated like a nobody because I'm not. I'm a very nice person when treated with respect. I'm not moving away because I like the area, made a lot of new friends here, and now do things at UBC. For example, I will soon volunteer for work at the Norm for free movies and popcorn. Therefore, please don't freak out if we accidentally bump into each other. But I still can't let you go. There's still something about you that I love. You know how hard it is to lose your first love. It's just so hard. What happened to the promise of being friends forever? If only you hadn't changed your mind about giving me a second chance, I would show you how much of a better person I really am now. You will always be my little gosling, but I'll keep trying to move on, no matter how painful it is. I don't know if I can ever give up on you, but I'll keep trying if you really do want me to be forever gone from your life. Perhaps it really is for the best that we never see each other again. I did leave a relatively large bouquet of flowers on your gate, but I think somebody stole them because they're not there anymore. Maybe it's for the best if they're gone now. Please don't be sad though. I just want you to be happy. Emails after second police warning. Response number 2. I think it's for the best if you talk to the police officer, or he might get a restraining order on you. All he's going to do is tell you not to bug me anymore. Message number 13. I'd really like some answers regarding the situation. Dictionary defines assault as an act that threatens physical harm, but I did not do that. However, it defines battery as unconsented physical contact, and I honestly did not know that. I did not believe you before because I really thought there has to be more to it, and other dictionaries define it differently. If I had known then I wouldn't have made any physical contact at all. Perhaps I would have just followed you for a bit and merely used my voice to try to stop you. Can you really blame me for not knowing? Really think about this now. You've grabbed or held me many times in the past to stop me from leaving when I didn't want you to touch me at all. And what about all those times you've hit me? Think I wanted any of that physical contact? Aw, yeah, I love it when Alana hits me. It's so sexy. No, and you even promised never to hit me again, and you continued to do it. Or did you make that promise because I was bugging you? Doesn't matter because I told you not to do it. Perhaps it's worse in your case because you know the true definition of the word. Convince me if I'm wrong. As for the stalking, I only really did it when I played the saxophone for you. However, I thought it would be excusable if I made it romantic. Obviously it wasn't. Finding you at the bus stop was not stalking because I had an early audition. By Shoppers Drug Mart wasn't because I was on my way there to ship some video games. Both times by your house were also coincidental. Did you really think that I knew you were coming home at 10 o'clock at night? And how would I know that you'd leave your house 10 at morning to go to school? Isn't that a little late? I live very close to your house and can be on the way to do many things, so finding you every now and then is inevitable. However, I should not have talked to you. I should have just kept walking. Look, I've obviously been using the wrong tactics to get you back. I've done nothing but push you farther away. I'm not a relationship expert, but I've realized that I've been showing way too much negativity when I should have been showing nothing but positivity. I've also over-exaggerated the negativity. I should have ceased all contact until the 27th when you told me to stop calling, because then you would have given me another chance. I don't know why I kept calling. Maybe I just really wanted some answers. I need to make a correction regarding my previous message. You are not solely the problem. I am the problem too. The difference, however, is that at least I acknowledge it. I thought that taking all the blame would fix things, but it didn't, and that's why I wanted you to know how I really feel and understand my viewpoint. Just realize that you have not treated me nicely, and maybe that mixed me up emotionally over time. However, I do acknowledge that I have not treated you nicely either. I know that you don't really want me out of your life forever. You just said that because you were upset. However, I've realized that we can never be more than friends again, and that's a fact. Our friendship can only work without intimacy. All of our problems derived from it. I will find a new girlfriend, and you will find a new boyfriend, but I know that we can still be friends in the future. I am not going to give up on you, because I know that's not what you really want me to do. You just don't want to see me again for a long time. I thought it doesn't have to be that way, but I suppose it really does. I hope you had a happy Valentine's Day. Message number 14. I know we were just friends, but you will always be my first date, kiss, girlfriend, and true love. Therefore, you will always be special to me. I know that I made many mistakes, but I am really sorry for everything I did. I never wanted to make you sad. I didn't have a clue what I was really doing to you, or how to solve the problems we have. I severely lacked relationship experience, because I never dated until I was 22. Rather than do any research or seek guidance from anyone regarding our friendship, I stupidly decided to solely and stubbornly listen to my own flawed beliefs. That's why every tactic I chose to get you back failed miserably, and everything I did was to get you back. I thought criticizing you to make you feel bad, showing you how sad I was and over-exaggerating it, and holding you while telling you that I love you, even though I didn't beyond friendship, would get you back, but all I did was push you farther away. I know this now because I later did a lot of research. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I did not respect you, nor did I think about your feelings. All I had to do was leave you alone. That was the answer. Leave you alone and see you on the 27th. I shortened forever to 5 months to 1, yet I still wanted to see you sooner. Perhaps it's because I was going through a tough time, or maybe it's because I freaked out when you ignored my calls again. I just wanted to know that you didn't change your mind about giving me a second chance. I went through a lot, was overtired, and very depressed, but not mainly because of you. Sam stopped talking to me and I really liked her. I stopped being friends with Jonathan, while he'd fired me for ignoring him after I was telling him that I needed to be left alone for a while, and a few other things that I cannot discuss. I felt the world on my shoulders and had nobody to talk to. That's why I wanted to fix things with you as soon as possible, but I just got too emotional. Just know that my dark days are forever behind me now. I've become much stronger and will now easily conquer anything that tries to bring me down. I'm a Spartan. Yeah. I was quite upset for a little while after you told me to die, even though I didn't really want to, and that you never wanted to see me again, but then I realized I don't need you in my life. I can easily share it with someone else. Finding you at night and morning was really coincidental. I should not have talked to you, but I didn't attack you. If I did, then that man would have pulled me away. I tried to block your path for a bit and hugged you. However, because it was unconsented physical contact, I suppose it really was battery. I didn't believe you before, but I later learned that it really is. Then again, I did think that maybe you would have willingly hugged me back eventually, and did let go when I realized you really weren't going to. Therefore, does it still count as battery? If I knew that it may, then I never would have done it. Perhaps the saxophone thing would have worked by your window like in the movies. Or maybe I should have sung Last Night with Justin Bieber, Matt Kearney, and a bunch of Saxons playing saxophone on a flying dragon by your window. Would have had to be one very skinny dragon though. Then again, your mom probably would have had us all arrested and deported to the moon. I am not a bad person. I was just not being myself. You know the real me. Therefore, let's not let anyone brainwash us into thinking that we have to eternally stay away from each other because nobody else knows us the way we do. Nobody else can fully understand the situation either. Your mom most likely still thinks I was the troll and that I still live in New Westminster. Makes a big difference. I liked you for who you are and not because you're cute and I got to sleep with you. I cared about you a lot and that's why I was annoying when you weren't nice to me. I know you cared about me a lot too because you got so annoying when I wasn't nice to you. I think you do still care about me. All those other guys like Thomas don't know you the way I do. They never got annoying because they don't care about you. They just want to sleep with you. Deprive them of that and they're gone. If you want to sleep with guys like that, then that's fine. I just think that you should have more respect for yourself because I know that you're better than that. I'm not like those other guys and I'll never give up on a true friend. We still would have been best friends even if we were ugly and never slept together. Just never let anything or anyone bring you down. I know the real you, and you are better than you think. I just want you to know that my life is wonderful again, and I couldn't be happier. I'm making many new friends and watching a lot of great historical and fantasy movies that retain a magical dreamlike atmosphere beyond imagination. I went kayaking and horseback riding, learned how to sing and play Reptilla by the strokes on my new guitar, had a blast playing tennis, and best of all, had my picture taken with Ram Boy. Also went to a totally kick-ass concert the other night. Remember that day in Stanley Park when we petted that wild squirrel? I almost pet one again the other day. I love the way their cheeks quiver. So adorable. How are your novels coming along? Finished that scarf yet? When are you going to California? I hope you're happy and doing well at school. I saw a picture of you wearing that blue dress and I think you're really pretty. Even prettier than what your friends wore. I'm glad we're having a long break. I was an emotionally needy and annoying asshole that needed to change. I know all the mistakes I made, learned from every one of them, and will never repeat them. That won't be tough because I've already repeated acknowledged mistakes and you know that. I am different now, and it would be nice if you gave me one last chance to prove it to you. I'd promise to be the man that you fell in love with a long time ago, but without all the bullshit. We'd forget all the bad things, always make each other happy, and never upset each other again. You know that I've never broken a promise to you and never will. I don't care if you have a boyfriend now. I have a girlfriend now. It would just be nice if we became friends again. Will you go out for coffee with me sometime next week? We can talk about Skyrim and fantasy movies. If you still hate me after then, I promise to stay out of your life forever. I would go away and never come back. Otherwise, I'll never stop believing that you don't really want me gone forever, and therefore will never give up on that second chance. Just know that I quickly moved on, and will remain happy even if I never do see you again. I just don't think it's necessary to throw away a fixable friendship. You've made many mistakes too, but I've always forgiven you because that's what true friends do. They forgive and never give up on each other. Let me know if anything I've ever said confuses you because I can explain everything. I await your response. Message number 15, dated the 27th of February, 2013. I didn't go to the Starbucks and I don't care if you waited for me because I realized that I'm now much happier without you in my life. I just want you to know how horrible you treated me so that you never do the same to anyone else. You made many false promises like only sleeping with me just to do so when I told you I don't want to sleep with you because I didn't want to be in an open relationship anymore. You also told me that you don't even want to kiss other guys. All you really had to do was be nice to me and I would have slept with you again eventually. Instead, you made me feel used. Then a random troll, that you only wanted to believe I was associated with, sent me screen caps of a conversation that revealed you planned to sleep with a complete stranger and a total pervert. I did not humiliate you in front of a bunch of people you'll never see again because you shattered the trust, cheated on me behind my back, and did not have any respect for yourself. I humiliated you because I want you to stop trying to meet perverts on the internet. Do you not know how dangerous that is? I was very concerned because you could have been raped or killed if that pervert wasn't a troll and lured you into his house. You first told me that you only promised to solely sleep with me because I was bugging you. That's always your excuse for making a false promise, and not wanting to sleep with you was bugging you? Then you told me that you were only going to sleep with the pervert because he asked you to. What if he asked you to jump off a bridge? You finally told me that you weren't really going to sleep with him. If you really weren't, then why did your excuse keep changing? Why would you lie to him? And why would you even try to meet him? All he wanted to do was sleep with you and you know it. Do you not have standards? Do you think that low of yourself? I really wouldn't have cared if you slept with a bunch of random guys just for fun, because that would have been perfectly fine. We don't always have to limit ourselves to one person, and sometimes we don't want any emotional complications or responsibilities. I would have slept with you and a bunch of random girls just for fun. Maybe even with you with a bunch of random girls, but never a complete stranger or a total pervert. At least get to know the person a little more first. All you had to do was tell me your plan, or convince me to be in an open relationship with you again. Then we could have had an orgy with Justin Bieber, a unicorn, and a man in a gorilla suit until the sun imploded and everything would have been fine. Attempted cheating is still cheating, and how can I believe you only did it once or trust that you wouldn't have done it again? I already couldn't believe or trust you anymore because you've lied too many times. A couple that promise to only sleep with each other are automatically boyfriend and girlfriend, and removing the titles alter nothing. Why make that promise if you still wanted to sleep with other guys? Just to sleep with me, right? You still should have told that pervert to fuck off even if we had an open relationship. You couldn't find a better guy? Have some dignity. How could he force you to say or do anything? He was on the fucking internet. You didn't even have to reply. Do you like it when guys talk to you like that? Did you want me to talk to you like that? I had every right to be upset. Cheating on me with a total pervert behind my back made me feel like nothing, and that you're not special at all. I had always thought that you were better than that. I had always thought I was super fortunate to sleep with you, until I discovered that it doesn't take much to do so. You're just upset because you got caught and know I'm right. I hate you for cheating on me, and that's all I really cared about. I stopped loving you beyond friendship a long time ago, but you still broke my heart, made me cry, and psychologically and emotionally destroyed me. That's what cheating does to people. It wrecks them, and you even let me act like everything is my fault. I only did it because I thought it would save our friendship, but I only made you think I'm an even bigger loser. Giving you that expensive necklace you never even thanked me for would only increase the illusion. Flowers and poems must have done the same. Perhaps we share the faults equally, but at least I acknowledged mine. I don't forgive you, and I'm not sorry because you're the one that should apologize now. Every other guy you would have dumped you immediately, but I still cherished our friendship. You don't have any reason to be upset with me anymore, while I still have every reason to be upset with you. I'm not though, because I don't care about you anymore, and that's why I stopped calling. Only you could have stopped me from getting you back when I wanted you back, but I don't anymore. I thought I did, but I wasn't thinking clearly. I did my research and confirmed that I never committed battery or assault. I never forced physical contact upon you. I always stopped because I realized you really wanted me to. They only would have been unconsented if I had persisted after realizing you truly didn't want me to. Sometimes it took me a while to realize because you were always hard to read. You never really pushed me away or vocally informed me to go away while really showing that you meant it. Talking quietly while standing still and doing nothing is a sign of shyness and indecisiveness. People aren't psychic. Show more resistance and be loud and clear next time. You've actually committed battery every time you grabbed me and wouldn't let me go, even after I physically tried to pull away. Sure, it's different for a girl, but you've also viciously hit, bit, and scratched me until I bled. I actually could have gotten a restraining order against you when you kept following me all over New Westminster and Surrey. You've done many other things like also calling excessively, but at least I never called the police. Why did you treat me like such a criminal when you weren't any better? Everything I did, you did to me. You just always got far more upset. Some of my messages are really long because I poured all of my thoughts into them. Why did you never care to reply? I would have loved to know your opinion. I always felt like I was talking into the abyss. Maybe sometimes I wanted you to prove me wrong. How hard is it to communicate? All of our problems would have been fixed a long time ago if you had always fully communicated with me, even if you needed to swear and rage. Time does not heal all wounds. It only prolongs them. You need to stop acting like such a girl, be a man, face the person you have problems with, and ventilate if you must. Tell that person off, but also listen to what that person has to say. That's how you resolve problems. Stop bottling shit up because it'll all randomly and inevitably erupt anyway. You'll feel a lot better than running to your mom or calling the police, which, with all due respect, is actually quite sad. I know you're just stubbornly going to keep ignoring everything I say, but I don't care anymore. Do whatever you want, but unless you change your attitude, you're just going to keep repelling people. I was only annoyed when you were mean, and your meanness has gradually turned me into a jerk, but maybe you were mean because you've been suffocating in that witch's hut. You really need to escape. You ignored me, immaturely got your friend to keep picking up the phone, let him tell me that he's your boyfriend, got everyone else involved when the situation was solely our business, and even called the police. You finally stopped ignoring me after a while, and our friendship seemed to be recovering, until you randomly changed your mind about hanging out with my friends and I next week. Seriously, what the fuck? Why did you have to lie about being sick, do so at the last minute, and not even on the phone? You could have stood us up. Why did you randomly ignore me again? I did nothing to you since our friendship seemed to be recovering. Did you just randomly hate me again? Stop playing with people's emotions and leaving them in the dark. I didn't really stop seeing Sam because I only wanted to be with you. I stopped because she's weird and boring like the other girls. I still wanted to be your friend because I still really liked her, but then she stopped talking to me too. I had other reasons to be upset, like having to end my friendship with Jonathan because he's also a jerk. I wanted to save our friendship as soon as possible because I was depressed and didn't have any other friends left to talk to. I only would have told you the main reason why I was so upset if you had stopped being a jerk, but now I never will. Just know that you were not it, even though I'd made it appear that way. I did not stalk you. I only waited to talk to you after I coincidentally found you at night and morning while walking from and to Shoppers Drug Mart. Finding each other is inevitable when we live about 5 minutes away. I just wanted you to tell me what was going on, but you still ignored me and ran away. I was advised to play the saxophone for you, but that only made you run faster. Then you told me that you never want to see me again, and even called the police again. Do you hate the saxophone that much? Life, including your cheating, has really fucked me up, but instead of being the true friend that I always thought you were by at least trying to make me feel better, you only made me feel worse and cowardly abandoned me. You've never been there for me because you only cared about yourself. I've always been there for you even during all the times you had really upset me. You even inhumanely and calmly told me to die after I told you that I want to while crying on the floor. You don't hit someone that's already down, and what if I didn't just say that? What if I really did want to and listen to you? I had a friend that committed suicide because his girlfriend left him. I thought I meant something to you. I thought we were never going to give up on each other. We even promised to be friends forever. I found someone that makes me truly happy again, and I hope you do too, but I never want to see or talk to you again. I'm actually in an open relationship again, and may finally sleep with random girls just for fun. We party at rock concerts and we are going to drive my new truck to Whistler for skiing. I have a new job that utilizes what I learned at digital design. We'll soon make a lot more money, and I'm actually joining a rock band soon because I realized that playing the guitar is slightly sexier than the sax. I'm having the time of my life. Don't believe me? I can prove everything I've said to you. We never should have been in a closed relationship again, but we were, and you did not respect it. If you did, then you'd also be having a lot of fun right now. We'd even fuck for fun and without any emotional complications or responsibilities, because I don't care about all that bullshit anymore. We're never going to anymore because now I'm never going to forgive you for all the things you've done to me. You were mean to me even after I changed my life for you. You're mean to everyone else, and everyone knows it but you. Jonathan was right to criticize you for abandoning your sick friend at the theater. What if something really bad happened to her after she left? All I wanted to do was make you happy, but you never cared about me. Our friendship always meant nothing to you. I've never tried to be mean to you. I've only ever been fully honest to help you, but you cannot change because you never listen. Stubbornly believe whatever you want rather than what's logical. Listen to your friends and family that don't know all the details. I fully moved on, and our chapter is forever closed. I used to love you more than anything. You meant the world to me. I thought about you every day. I just wanted to be with you, because for the longest time, I really was happier with you. I could have been myself around you. You were the best friend I ever had, and I could tell you anything. You are not the girl I always thought you were, but I'll still always think about you when I gaze at the stars. Goodbye, Gosling Danish. Please don't reply. Response number 3. Read but don't reply? Yeah, so I can listen to all your stupid insults? Forget it. You are sick and twisted. I'm glad you have finally decided to never talk to me again. Stay away from me. I can totally understand why Sam didn't like you. Message number 16. It's not an insult if it's true, and I only ever told you off to help you, but you're just too stubborn. You were the one who's sick and twisted. Oh, and Sam only stopped liking me because I wanted just to be friends with her. I still want my books back because they belong to me, so ship them to my mom's house. Just ask her for the address. I was only annoying because you were mean to me, and I loved you as a friend. I cared about you a lot, and that's why I got very upset when you were being a jerk. Either be nice to the next guy, or just keep sleeping with guys that don't care about you. Then you'll never be annoyed again, but you were even more annoying. You were super annoying and for the same reason. I was mean to you, and you loved me as a friend. We never tried to be mean to each other, and we were still much happier together because we always made up for the meanness and annoyance. We were in love for a while a long time ago, but best friends even longer. Our friendship was way more powerful than everything that tried to stop it until you cheated on me. That destroyed everything. Nobody else would have been as patient with you as I was. Everybody else would have left you a long time ago. You lost a true friend that always stuck up for you. You're also going to lose all your friends if you don't change your attitude, but do whatever you want. I will play tennis with my new friends at UBC starting next month, so stay away if you see me. Don't contact me anymore, or I'll get Heidi to tell you to stop. Message number 17. I hate having to keep talking to you, but I know you're not going to ship the books. They belong to me, and I want them all back by next week. Everyone agrees that you cheated. Some even rudely said very bad things about you. Few that saw that conversation laughed at you, the troll, and even me for wanting you back. With all due respect, it is actually kind of funny because of how ridiculous it is. Even if you didn't cheat, you still unforgivably lied and destroyed the trust. There is never an excuse to cheat, but why with such a pathetic loser? Why did you even talk to him? Any girl with a milligram of dignity would never have. You're a highly intelligent UBC graduate and law school student, and by far the prettiest girl I've ever seen. You write deeply thoughtful, metaphorically but personally meaningful, and imaginatively inspirational poetry, are always super interesting to converse with because of all the intricate details you throw in, and have a unique but hilarious sense of humor. Why am I the only person that knows this? Instead of giving it all to a prince, you merely throw it away because you take yourself for granted. Have some fucking respect for yourself and stop sleeping around with a bunch of random internet losers. That's seriously messed up, and I'm concerned because one day you're going to get killed, raped, or get an STD. They don't fucking deserve you. Don't even talk to losers because you're not one of them. You're just troubled and still think I'm the bad guy. I coincidentally saw you crying the other day. Pull yourself together, be happy, and move on. Delete tagged, find someone decent at UBC, and date him a few times before doing anything. Gain some confidence and get yourself out there. Just don't treat the next guy like shit. Oh, and please don't bug me to sleep with you again in a few months because it's just not going to happen. Give me back my book so you can finally stay out of my life forever. Response number 4. I did mail the books. Message number 18. To what address? Response number 5. New West. Message number 19. What's the exact address and when will I get them? Response number 6. You will get them this week. It's the correct address. Now leave me alone. Message number 20. Leave you alone? Do you think I like having to keep talking to you for the books? Because I don't. I want to erase your adorable smile and sparkling eyes from my memory. I want to wake up when you appear in my dreams. I look down at night because I still see you in the stars. A song you like plays and I have to leave. I watch another fantasy movie and almost pet another wild squirrel and want to tell you about it, but I can't. I'm still happy. I just want to forget you, but I know that I never will. I hate you because you made me care so much about you, and I thought you cared a lot about me. I stopped loving you beyond friendship a while ago, but you still meant the world to me. You really did. You do not have any reason to hate me anymore, for I destroyed every reason you had. Game Dude Official's video proves I was not associated with the troll. I humiliated you so that you'd stop sleeping with internet losers, and I was only annoying because you were mean. Those were the real reasons you had, so why does the hate still flounder within? Without reason to exist, why hasn't it dissipated? Maybe you hate me because I was acting too emotional. I admit that I overdid it, but I never told you I had recently found out that a former friend of mine got brain damaged in a car accident. His name is Jeffrey. He had a ridiculously large Batman action figure collection, and he was in college when it happened. We were friends for about 10 years. Ask my mom if you don't believe me. That was the main reason why I was so upset, and I would have told you sooner had you stopped being a jerk. I know you don't give a shit though. Maybe you only hate me because I found out you cheated on me. You only wanted me to believe that everything is my fault because you didn't want to face the truth. All you had to do was apologize and maybe I would have forgiven you, but it's too late for that now. Just know that our friendship could have continued immediately, and if it did, all the bullshit would have been buried and forgotten forever, and I would have made sure that we became happier together than ever before. I can't believe you still don't realize how horrible you were to me. You just can't see it because you've stubbornly chosen to believe what you want. You won't learn because you won't listen, and this is a problem because you're inevitably going to ruin another relationship. You think I typed these messages out of hate, but I did so out of concern. I was just trying to help you because I see you falling. You're falling and I'm the only person that knows it. Do I just stand back and let you fall? You think I'm attacking you, but I actually just wanted you to prove me wrong. That's all I really wanted you to do. I don't want to believe that you're mean. I want to believe that the girl I fell in love with a long time ago still exists, but I just can't anymore. Step outside the box, clear your mind, cast aside all emotions, intellectually analyze everything, and then untangle the truth if you still think I'm twisting it. What if you found out that I planned to sleep with a perverted girl I never met before while we were in a closed relationship? How would you have reacted? You were upset enough when you discovered I was merely just hanging out with Sam as a friend, back at VADA, but I never even thought about kissing other girls. You played a sick and twisted game with my life. You manipulated me into sleeping with you again, just before trying to sleep with a complete stranger and a total loser while we were still in a closed relationship. I felt below a total loser, and I was even almost officially your boyfriend again. Why was I upset if I shouldn't have been? Feelings don't lie. I don't feel bad, and I'm not sorry because you ruined everything when you cheated. I only wanted you back before because my mind hadn't been cleared yet. You think I'm just trying to make you feel bad, but I'm not. I'm just telling you everything the way that everyone else sees it. You're reading this, have not changed your mind, and are not going to reply, but I don't want you to anyway. I'm going to get my books back, and then I'm happily and eagerly going to eternally cease communication with you. I only hang out with people that treat me with respect. Just know that you did this all to yourself. Have a happy life. Now if you excuse me, I'm going to learn how to play Imagine by John Lennon on my guitar. By the way, you should see what everyone else is saying regarding this situation. Then he leaves a link to what I'm assuming is the forum on vgcharts.com. Because, if you're going to get relationship advice, vgcharts.com is the place to be. Message number 21. Internet rumors. I did not spread any, and I have the right to talk to anyone I want regarding the situation for feedback. Besides, nobody knows it's you because I never gave out your name. Did you even click on the link I sent you? Long insulting messages? I only wanted you to realize how horrible you treated me so that you wouldn't do it again to somebody else. Assaulted you? All I did was hug you, but I stopped once I realized you really wanted me to. It only would have been assault if I had persisted after realizing. I told you that I only waited to talk to you after coincidentally spotting you those 2 days in a row. I saw you other days too, but ignored you. We live 5 minutes away from each other. I don't think you shipped the books because you never asked my mom for the address. Stay away from my friends and family. I mean it. I never spread any internet rumors about you. Just talked about the situation for feedback and always hid your identity. Also never creeped your social media, and seeing you 2 days in a row by your house truly was the fluke of all flukes. Should have kept walking though, and I'm sorry for criticizing you. Response number 7. Assault has a different definition in criminal and civil law. Message number 22. What is that definition? Please inform me how I assaulted you. Response number 8. Assault. The intentional creation of apprehension of immediate physical contact in the mind of another. Please don't reply to me with any more arguments. Just drop it for God's sake. Message number 23. How did I assault you? I have the right to know. I also have the right to defend myself against false accusations. These are my assault defenses. Number 1. Lack of intent and knowledge. Number 2. Lack of bodily harm. Intoxication is another defense, but only regarding the club incident. Proof. Then he provides 2 more links. Everyone else agrees that I did not assault you. And then he provides the same links for vgcharts.com. Please stop accusing me of doing so. I may have been childish, but I did nothing wrong. Please defend yourself if you think we all are. You are a law school student after all. Now let's dissect your definition. The intentional creation of apprehension of immediate physical contact in the mind of another. Apprehension. Anxiety or fear of anxiety that something bad or unpleasant will happen. Therefore, purposefully installing the anxiety or fear that something bad or unpleasant will happen into an individual by immediate physical contact. Now, does hugging you while apologizing equate to that? I did not hurt you. I did not threaten you. I did nothing that should have installed fear into you, and even if I did, it was not intentional. My objective was forgiveness. Do you really think I would have achieved that by installing fear into you? Think about it. I was harmless. Oh, and I didn't commit battery either. The actor intends or know that his actions will cause the offense of touching. I never intended to do anything offensive. Wikipedia. Response number 9. Oh my god, okay, you don't get it. It's not criminal, it's civil, and in the civil action you only need a minimal intent. voluntary consciousness that you are acting, and fear is irrelevant to the legal definition. You only need to anticipate or perceive that the contact might ensue, and battery can be civil as well. Wow, you just don't get it. The Wikipedia definition refers to a criminal assault. Leave me alone. I'm not talking to you anymore. Response number 10. And don't reply. Thank you. Message number 24. Don't reply? Because you're afraid of being proven wrong? You still never told me how I assaulted you. Are you kidding me? Did you even click on the links? I did nothing bad. I did not intend to do anything bad. Not even minimal intent. You're being ridiculous. Voluntary consciousness that I'm hugging you? Oh no! Anticipate or perceive that a hug might ensue? Oh no! All I did was hug you, but I stopped after realizing you really wanted me to. Civil assault. An intentional act which causes a reasonable and imminent apprehension of harmful or offensive contact which is unconsented. Civil battery. An intentional act which causes harmful or offensive contact which is unconsented. Proof. And then he links to bikerlawblog.com. Okay. Number 1. It only would have been unconsented had I persisted after realizing you really wanted me to stop. Number 2. There was no harmful or offensive contact, nor was there a reasonable and imminent apprehension of harmful or offensive contact. Number 3. Even if I did all of the above, it was not intentional, and that's another valid defense. Proof. And then he links to shouselawcom/Nevada. So he's using the battery defense from Nevada, I guess. How can fear be irrelevant when apprehension is literally part of the definition? Apprehension is the anxiety or fear that something bad or unpleasant will happen. Fear is the definition you gave me through apprehension. Read what everyone else said. Scroll through all the pages. And then he links to vgcharts.com once again. Now we know I did not commit any civil or criminal offense. Are you right and everyone else is wrong? Even an ex-cop said I did nothing wrong. Click on the link and see for yourself. Just accept that you are wrong. I still won't forgive you, but that's the right thing to do. Response number 11. You are totally correct, Alex. 100%. Congratulations! You win! Message number 25. Finally, you get it. Thank you. See? That wasn't so hard. Now we need to focus on recording seagulls and sunsets for a music video I'm making, so please go away and don't reply. Like ever again. You know, with all due respect, for a law school student, you didn't do a lot of defending. But hey, if you actually acknowledge the truth, then why defend against that? Message number 26. I know you were just being sarcastic, but sarcasm doesn't make you right. I could get the entire world to agree with me and you still wouldn't. I still have the right to know how I assaulted you, and only you can tell me because nobody else was there. False accusations are psychologically stressing. What do you believe was my true intention? To scare you? To threaten you? No way. The act of hugging was intentional solely to get you to hug me back, comfort me, and just be my friend again. That was my sole objective with the hug. There were no bad intentions. Not even minimal. If you saw how sad and sorry I truly was, maybe the small spark of love that flounders within would have ignited, and things would have gotten better. Maybe you would have reacted and changed your mind about wanting to be left alone. These things happen in the movies all the time, and girls can be very complicated sometimes. It was a tactic, a risk that I went for that backfired. I don't know what else to do. I stopped hugging you once I realized you really wanted me to. Perhaps I should have known better. Maybe I was being unreasonable because I was being emotionally overwhelmed and just wasn't thinking clearly. I never would have hugged you had I known it wouldn't have worked. Why else would I have done it? Remember, the intention has to cause a reasonable and imminent apprehension of harmful or offensive contact which is unconsented. It only would have been offensive and unconsented had I persisted after realizing you really wanted me to stop. I know a reasonable person would have realized before, but I saw the movie play out in my head, and that's what I went for. Besides, the last time we talked on the phone, you got super jealous when I told you I was dating someone else. That's why I believed you still wanted to be my friend again. That's why I believed the hug would work. It all really messed with my mind, especially when you randomly ignored me again. The hug was never harmful, and even if there was any imminent apprehension, which I really doubt there could have been from an apologetic hug, I don't believe there was a reasonable amount. Even if I did all of the above, that was not my intention. How could it have been if I just wanted you to stop ignoring me and be my friend again? I was never even angry. I only shifted from being sad to forcibly calm. I just wanted more answers regarding this. I hate feeling like a bad guy. Even if I did something bad, I did not know that I did. Now I'm never going to hug anyone ever again. Thanks a lot. What details am I missing here? Please inform me. Be the lawyer you're trying to be, prove me wrong, and win the case. This is the perfect opportunity for you to bust out your super kick-ass lawyer skills. You're not going to let yourself lose to someone that never even went to law school, are you? Do you know how annoying it is to finally have the perfect life and not be able to share it with you? I hate hating you and want to forgive you, but I know that I never can. That's just the way things are, sadly. Oh, and if you still think I'm attacking you, you've been putting that emotion into the text. The inside voice doesn't always match what the writer intended. That's why I prefer vocal communication. Text can be very deceitful. The true emotion in my text is calm and cool with a touch of concern. Just imagine I told you everything while laid back and relaxed with my arms behind my neck, swinging in a hammock, sipping on a coconut drink, and wearing sunglasses. Don't imagine some angry Hulk smashing at his keyboard while screaming at the top of his lungs. Oh, and don't think I'm crazy for typing such long messages. I go through phases and that's just my thing now. Response number 12. Stop emailing me. Message number 27. Are you really going to be like this forever? Response number 13. Yes. Message number 28. Even if I do this for you? And then he leaves a link to a YouTube video, which I'm going to assume was the Rick Astley lip sync video. It's a brand new video that I just uploaded a few minutes ago. Watch it to the end. Despite the world demanding me to never forgive you and stay away forever, they don't know the real you. They don't even know your name. I know the real you, and you're not really all the things you've been criticized for. You've just been acting that way. I made mistakes too. I didn't assault you, but I still should have left you alone. I didn't know any better, okay? Now I do. We can continue hating each other, or we can bury all the crocodile dung that puked all over our friendship. Really, let's just catapult all that gnarly hair-engulfed gorilla crap to the sun. The hate is just annoying now. You really did hurt me, and maybe I'll never forgive you, but I still want to keep in touch. Yes, despite everything, I still do. Maybe we'll never be friends again, but may we at least say hi to each other at the bus stop? Otherwise it's awkward. I saw you earlier today and said hi, but you said nothing. Maybe you didn't hear me. I play tennis at UBC in the morning. Yes, I've moved on and have a girlfriend now, but I don't want you out of my life forever. That's why I made the video for you. I just want you to know that I'll always value the friendship we had. Someday I might fight for it again. It's never over though. You just think it is. There's always a chance. You just don't know it yet. If you need more time, let me know. Forever is ridiculous though. Most people keep in touch eventually. At least tell me what you did in California. Message number 29. Hi, Alana. I just want you to know that I'm not giving up on you. Maybe not as a girlfriend. Maybe not even as a friend. But merely as someone I don't fully want out of my life. I just want to keep in touch. That is all. I want nothing more. I'll ask you how you're doing. You reply. That's it. Why am I not giving up on you? Because I know that you don't really want me out of your life forever. You know it too. Maybe you just think you don't. What do I have to do, and how long do I have to wait before we can merely keep in touch? I would really like to talk things over. I fully explained and justified my side of the story. Let me fully understand yours. Tell me exactly everything I did that upset you. I have the right to know, and I do not want to repeat the same mistakes to someone else. If I really am such a bad person, help me fully acknowledge it so I know how to further better myself as a human being. That would really help. As of right now, I just don't see it. I'm sorry, but I simply do not. What did I do that's so evil after we planned to hang out with Sam and Jonathan? Okay, so I excessively called, got too emotional, tried to block your path, and didn't realize that I couldn't change your mind about wanting to be left alone. I really should have known better. I wasn't thinking clearly, and now I laugh at myself when I look back. I did not hold myself together. I did not act cool. I did not respect you. I did not respect your space. I did not think rationally. Of course, crying while following and hugging you aren't going to work. I just made myself look like a total loser. Did I really create an apprehension, though? You had obviously changed your mind about hanging out with my friends and I because you needed more time. Therefore, I should have left you alone until the 27th. Yes, I was being very annoying. I was acting like a little bitch. That was my main problem and I fully acknowledge it. Does that really justify an external cease of communication? I've manned up, admitted my faults, and learned. I'm not that kind of person anymore. I'm a lot stronger, wiser, smarter, and more mature now. Thought tears could change things. We do have them for a reason. Different reasons, though. I didn't realize that showing sadness and weakness was merely a repellent rather than a lure for compassion. You only want to be with happy and strong friends because they make you happy and strong. I would have been that person had I known I should have been. I'd have shown you that I'll always be that person now, no matter what. I can't prove all of it via email. That's simply impossible. I can say that I became the greatest superhero of all time, and that wouldn't mean shit until I proved it to you in real life. Would I go back in time to prevent everything from happening if I could? Absolutely not. Why? Because it motivated me to make some seriously needed changes in my life and myself. I probably would have moved back with my parents only to waste the rest of my life. Yes, I'd get you back as a friend, but with all due respect, would that have been worth the chance of never realizing that you aren't the girl I always thought you were? Erasing that knowledge would merely be hiding a lie. Sure, I still want to keep in touch with you. Yeah, I still value the friendship we had, but I know that it'll never be the same, and I'd rather know a negative truth than a positive lie. Maybe you can prove me wrong, though. Maybe you can prove that you still are the girl I always thought you were. Maybe I can prove that I am still the guy that you always thought I was. I was enduring the worst of my life. I had lost 3 of my friends forever, discovered that a former one of 10 years got brain damaged in a car accident, and was also in the process of losing you forever. Wahid had also fucked up eBay by refusing to ship all of the games that I sold, and I had no one to talk to. I was completely alone. How would you have felt? Did I really deserve to hear you say that you never want to see me again at that particular point in my life? Did I really need you to tell me that a restraining order may be filed against me? Why didn't you at least let me explain myself? Am I still trapped in a hole that reaches the center of the earth? Fuck no. I'm not a weakling. I'm a warrior. Any other guy would still be down there, but I crawled out a long time ago, and now I'm reaching for the stars. Yes, I do fully acknowledge that my analogies are pretty lame. I quickly shed the sadness for happiness by making many new friends, finding a wonderful girlfriend, buying a truck, learning how to play the guitar, getting a job that utilizes what I learned at digital design, involving myself in UBC through my roommate, and that's not even the half of it. I changed my life from being the worst to the best in just 1 month. That's a pretty big accomplishment. Remember when I said I was jobless, living with my parents, without a vehicle, wearing stupid shirts, foolishly pursuing acting as a career, and selling video games? I didn't do anything. I didn't have a life. I barely had any friends. You had actually liked me a lot more back then? I can now tell you that I own a unicorn with Justin Bieber and a palace on the moon, but it doesn't matter what I say because it all means shit until I prove it to you in real life. Sadly, you'd never let me do that, but I don't really care anymore anyway. I excessively called mainly because I kept thinking that your phone was off. The answering machine would either play instantly or after all the rings. Both are signs of a phone turned off. There's no way anyone would keep ignoring all the rings every time. You do keep it off a lot, and some phones that are off do not detect missed calls. Therefore, I kept thinking that you never even knew I called sometimes, and that you may have turned your phone back on after a while. If you had picked up more often to tell me to stop, then I wouldn't have called nearly as much. I still would have called too much. I won't deny that. After all, I did continue even after you told me to stop via Facebook. I did not respect your feelings and I acknowledge that. Your phone must have detected all those missed calls. Otherwise, the police wouldn't have been called. I'll never excessively call anyone again. I'd keep fighting off the burning impulse. Never realized its harassment. Never realized the damage it did. Wouldn't be able to anymore anyway now that I deactivated my phone. I communicate mainly via Facebook now. Positive actions can have bad intentions, and negative actions can have good intentions. All of my actions toward you had good intentions. Humiliation to stop a dangerous lifestyle? Good intention. I did not do it for revenge. Maybe you really weren't going to sleep with that pervert or a bunch of other random internet losers. It's just hard to believe now, especially when everyone else says I shouldn't. Long messages to prevent the breaking of a second friendship? Good intention. I did not insult you. I never called you any names or swore at you. I only told you how I felt. Discussing the situation on the internet to see what other people think for a potential resolution? Good intention. I did not spread rumors. I have the right to explain the situation and state my opinions and beliefs. Nobody even knows it's you. Name one thing I did that had a bad intention. I'm not going to explain my actions or criticize you anymore, because I only made things worse. I really don't care about all the things you've done anymore anyway. Yes, despite it all, I don't care anymore because I'm too understanding. I know why you did all the things you did. I can tell you why you did all the things you did. Understanding erases hate. If you still hate me, it's because you don't fully understand why I did all the things I did. Wow, I sound like Yoda. Lol. That's why talking things over can be such a great resolution, no matter how bad the situation is. Let's at least keep in touch and keep saying hi at the bus stop. Allow us to make everything up to each other. I'm sorry, but we're inevitably going to keep bumping into each other. I made too many friends at UBC, and now do many things there. I don't want to have to keep worrying about the awkwardness of merely bumping into you. Fine, don't forgive me. I don't want you to. I don't forgive you either. Move on as I have. Find a boyfriend. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Nobody is perfect, Alana. Everyone makes mistakes. Just drop it already. Do you really still care that much? Do you really need to agonize yourself by trying to unnecessarily, forcefully, and eternally cease communication? How do you know that's what you really need to do? Because you feel it? Why do you feel it? Because of your beliefs? How do you know they're right? What if they're wrong? Why not put them to the test by maturely talking to me about everything? Why not at least try to understand and resolve the problems first before coming to that conclusion? I know you'd change your mind if you did. Otherwise, we can immediately wipe the slate clean right now and just forget about the past. See how long it takes before we fight again because you'd be waiting forever. Trust me in that and let me show you. Just tell me what you did in California. Nicely converse with me via email for now at least, and see that we can eternally avoid all further bullshit. We only have one life to live. Let's just see what happens. If I'm wrong, then I'll buy you an oat bar and chai latte on a pink cheetah, singing Last Night by the Strokes in a truck. I actually went to California not too long ago myself. How else do you think I got that Donald Duck costume? No, I'm just kidding. I did get drunk there at Disneyland when I was a kid though, by drinking my uncle's vodka coke when he wasn't looking. Boy, did I have extra fun that day. I recently went to a really interesting yet disturbing talk at UBC the other day about human trafficking, and my roommate and I volunteered at the UBC REC Triathlon Duathlon last Sunday. Did you watch my John Lennon lip sync? Did I really do it just for you? Maybe. Why? Because I know we don't really want each other out of our lives forever. Did I make another one for you? Maybe. By the way, your blue nail polish is super cute. Message number 30. I broke up with Heidi, okay? I broke up with her just a little while ago now. She's real. There are pictures on my Facebook. I just didn't change the relationship status yet. I am trying to move on. Believe me, I am. This is very hard for me. Every breath is fire. I tried so hard to win you back. Believe me, I did. I was crazy about you, Alana. I really was, and I was willing to do whatever it took to win you back as a friend. I didn't realize how much you meant to me until you were gone. Right now, I just want you to talk to me again. That's all I want. I don't care about what you did to me anymore. What do I have to do? Tell me so I don't screw things up anymore because I don't know what to do. I just don't know. I know that you think I'm weird, crazy, creepy, psychotic, and obsessive, but I'm not. You know I'm not. I just never been in this situation before. All I do know is that I will do anything. Believe me, I will. I will not give up on you, Alana. If I am to avoid you for 5 entire months, I will do that. Fuck forever, though. That's bullshit and I know you don't mean it. If I avoid you for 5 entire months, will you at least talk to me again? I'll even try to move as far away as possible and cease all contact for 5 entire months. I mean it. No contact at all. Not even a single email. I will do it if there's a chance that you'll talk to me again. Let me try. Let me make everything up to you. That's all I ask. Just please don't call the police. Yes, there really is a real fucking movie being made and it's going to be big. I didn't lie when I told you that you're the prettiest girl out there. That's partly why you'd be perfect for one of the characters. You would have been a star and had a kick-ass time. This is not another stupid ploy to win you back. Trust me on that. I would have had Raphael contact you about it. He's the producer, director, and a great friend of mine. I'm one of the characters myself and help with the storyboarding and graphic design. We're part of a giant film crew and already have begun production. I would have proven this all to you and given you the details if you wanted. I'm not going to bug you about it anymore. Do what you want. The Rick Astley lip sync is intentionally beyond cheesy. I thought I could win you back with humor, sweetness, and guts. One of my stupid friends advised me to make it for you. I'm sorry you hate it so much. You'll never see it again because I just shut down my entire YouTube channel. See for yourself. It's gone forever. Happy now? You think I'm following you? Are you kidding me? I have tennis lessons that start at 9:30 in UBC. Think I'm bullshitting? Check the winter guide. I also play with friends there in the morning. Tell me why you think I'm following you. What evidence do you have? None? Exactly. It's been almost a month since all that stupid shit happened. It's not that big of a deal. You're overreacting. I'm sorry for all the shit I did. Believe me, I am. Please forgive me or I'll always feel bad about it. I am a better person now. Trust me on that. I never bugged you when you didn't want to talk to me at the bus stop. I left you alone and respected your space. You cannot deny that. Walk away and I will not follow you. I did not get emotional. Not even a bit. I was cool and contained and you cannot deny that either. I also barely called you lately. I told you that I do not repeat mistakes. Yes, I made a lot of them, but they were all new. Please respond. Message number 31. I know why you think I'm following you. Allow me to explain. I saw a million green flyers at UBC for the St. Patrick's Day club crawl. Then a UBC friend invited me via Facebook to go to the St. Patrick's Day pub crawl. I quickly glanced at the name and thought it was the other one. The name, date, and price are nearly identical. Don't believe me? Go here. www.studenttours.com. It's an honest mistake and I just discovered that you're going, okay? See, there's a perfectly good explanation for everything. I'm definitely not going anymore. Go have fun. On to the next subject. Alana, I'm sorry. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. Believe me, I am. I fucked up. I fucked up big time. I got crazy because I was still deeply in love with you. I thought I wasn't, but I realized I was after you were gone. I don't know if I can ever fully get over you. I just don't know. All I do know is that I can't live with myself for all the shit I've done until you find it in your heart to forgive me. I just can't. Please forgive me so I can forgive myself. I worked so hard to change my life around for you. I really, really did. I can't think straight. Sometimes I can't sleep at night. I miss talking to you so much that it hurts. It physically hurts. I'm living in hell, and sometimes I feel like I just can't go on anymore. Every breath stings and I don't know how to win you back. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know how I'm supposed to act. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. All I do know is that there must be a way. I believe there still is hope and that's what keeps me going. Everything I did pushed you further away, and I'm sorry for that. I tried everything. I really did. I'm not giving up though. I just don't know what else to do. You hate me and I hate myself. I don't know what to do to change that, but I am willing to stay out of your life for 5 entire months. I'm not kidding, Alana. I will move as far away as possible for 5 entire months if it means that there's a chance I can at least talk to you again. Would you at least think about it? I'm willing to do whatever it takes just to talk to you again. I'll seriously do anything. I just want this nightmare to end. We don't even have to be friends again. I know you don't want to talk to me anymore. I know I'm not supposed to talk to you anymore. You're the only person that can help me through this though. Nobody else can. They tried, but they just cannot. Please talk to me for just a little bit. That's all I ask. Maybe then I can move on. I just can't right now. I need more answers first. Why won't you let me show you that I can still be the man you fell in love with a long time ago? I don't want you to remember me like this. I really don't. I want you to remember me as before, and I would make that happen. Do you have any questions? Any questions regarding anything? Because I can explain everything. Believe me, I can. I can convince you to forgive me if you let me. I seriously don't know how much more I can take, and I'm not kidding. Please let me talk to you if I do call you again. Please just listen to what I have to say before hanging up. Just one phone call. I know I can change your mind. If I can't, then I'll never call you again. That's all I ask. Response number 14. Take that video down, you asshole. Why the hell did you post that on a UBC law page? Message number 32. I deleted the video along with my entire YouTube channel. What are you talking about? What did I post on a UBC law page? Response number 15. Never mind, I thought you did. But seriously, take all that shit you have on me off the internet. Gameviewed official stuff too. Tell him to take it off. Oh, and stop emailing me or I will call the police. Message number 33. I thought I was invited to the St. Patrick's Day club crawl. Turned out it was the St. Patrick's Day pub crawl. They're two simultaneous events with similar names and price. I didn't even see that it's on UBC Law. Go to www.studenttours.com and you'll see that it's nearly identical. It's an honest mistake. I'm not going anymore anyway, okay? I'm not following you. Please stop these false accusations. I'm sorry you hate the video. I know I've been coming across as really creepy. I just want the nightmare to end. If I cease all contact with you for 5 entire months, will you at least talk to me online again? That's all I ask. Message number 34. I deleted my entire YouTube channel. I have no powers over the videos that I never uploaded. Please stop threatening to call the police. Tell me what I have to do to get you to talk to me again. I'm really in a lot of pain. I know I fucked up. I'll do anything to make it up to you. I'll leave you alone for 5 months. 5 whole months. Can we talk online again just to keep in touch? Message number 35. I know exactly how you feel. I am going to tell you exactly how you feel. You are overwhelmed. You are psychologically and emotionally overwhelmed. You want some space. You want to be left alone. You're trying to forget about me but can't. The emails and phone calls sting. Your heart stings. You're confused and frustrated. Something reminds me of you and you cry inside. You're sad because you feel you must eternally ignore the only person you could ever truly open up to about everything. The one person that listened to whatever you had to say must stay out of your life forever now. You're sad and lonely, but you're hiding it. You have to hide it. You're not allowed to show it. You must show the entire world that you're okay, that you have already moved on. Inside, you are screaming. You feel hurt. Hurt because of what I, a former best friend, boyfriend, and someone you once loved, did. You're scared and angry because you don't understand why I did the things I did. Why would I think an emotionally apologetic hug would win you back? You just wanted it all to stop. You must avoid me for it all to stop. That's the only way. I'm only making it more difficult for you to do what needs to be done. Memories flood back, but you must endure them to pursue your goal. I'm a pest. An interference with your education. I'm needy, obsessive, demanding, emotional, messed up, a creep, stalker. I care too much about everything. I can't let things go. I never listen to you. I deny everything that you tell me. I always think that I'm right and you're wrong. I don't respect you. I don't think or care about your feelings. You want to sleep with other guys. You feel I can't be okay with that. You want to be with someone that doesn't care, that doesn't give a shit. You're sick of all the agony. You do not want to put up with it anymore. Enough is enough. You just want to be happy again. That's all you want. You're tired of guys treating you like shit. You search far and wide for Mr. Right, but you just can't find him and it aggravates you. You want to believe that I'm different, but feel that you know I haven't changed at all. I'm exactly the same. I can never change. I'll never learn from my mistakes. I only said that to get you back. You're happier without me. You hate me but miss me at the same time. You've cried a lot but feel that you must stand by your decision. You have to because I'll always be annoying and keep hurting you. You hate knowing that I'm dating other girls, but you feel you must accept it. I can never be the man you once loved. You want to believe what I say. You really do, but you feel that you can't. You don't trust my words anymore. I'm a liar. Everything I said and did was just a dumb ploy to get you back. Flowers? Really? I'm going to buy your love back now? Pathetic. I secretly want you to be my girlfriend again. I made up all the other ones solely to make you jealous. I was associated with the troll. My intent was revenge at Starbucks. My Rick Astley lip sync was to mock you. I twisted the truth around to turn it all against you. That is exactly what you're thinking and feeling. I know you well enough, Alana. Maybe even more than yourself, and definitely more than everyone else. I understand you fully. Believe me, I do. I have a gift, Alana. I do. I see people, I see you. Okay, I'll stop with the Titanic quotes. You don't deserve all this. You really don't. Rest assured that you do have me all wrong now, but I can only prove it to you in real life if you let me. That's the only way, Alana. Knowledge is doubtless. Beliefs aren't. Part of you will always subconsciously doubt your decisions because they're based on beliefs. Now you can either put your beliefs to the test or live with that doubt. It's up to you. I might be able to get all your shit off the internet. I might have the power. It would take a lot of hard work, but I think it can be done. I'll try my best, but only if you be nice to me and listen to what I have to say. Just listen to what I have to say, Alana, before you tell me to go away. I will fight to the death just to get you to talk to me again. Do you hear? I will never give up on you. Why? Because I know I still have a chance. You just think I don't. I fucked up big time and I'm deeply sorry from the bottom of my heart for everything. I got crazy because I still love you and miss you very much. I got so hurt, so traumatized by everything that I went insane. I was creepy. I was obsessive, especially with the freakishly long emails, like this one. I was everything I never thought I'd ever be. Traumatization brings out the worst in people. I totally understand why you never want to see me again. I really do, but I've suffered enough, Alana. Believe me, I have. I'm trapped in hell. I hate myself. I can't live with myself because of what I did, because of how I acted. I'm dying inside. I really am. How much more agony must I endure? I'll do whatever it takes to make everything up to you. I'd climb Mount Everest for you. You told me that you would give me one last chance, but you never did. Please give me that chance. Just let me be nice to you. I promise to never upset you ever again and make you as happy as possible. I thought of a solution. I am going to tell you the solution. Sure, the surprise factor would be gone, but I must tell you rather than show you because I'm sick of making myself look like a total loser. I have all these ideas that I think are brilliant until they turn out to be horrible. Blame my lack of experience for that. Here's what I have in mind. What if I gave you a ring? A promise ring. Maybe even get an expensive diamond ring that symbolizes the final chance. If I break my promise, give it back to me and I'll stay out of your life forever. One criticism. One annoyance. Even if I slightly upset you in any way possible. Take off the ring. I'm gone for good. Yes, that's how much you mean to me. Yes, that's how crazy I am about you. I will literally do whatever it takes until the day I die to merely get you back into my life. We don't have to be in a relationship again. We don't even have to be friends again. I just want peace, forgiveness, and slight communication between us. That's all I want. I will give you the ring and fully exit your life for a long time. I will move far away and you will not hear or see me for a few months, maybe even a few years. I need enough time to better myself. I'm serious, Alana. If this can be my last chance, I will take it. You're right. You should stay away from me right now. I'm too emotionally distressed. Would you take the ring, Alana, if I gave it to you? Do that for me and I'll do whatever it takes to get your shit off the internet. I do have a few other questions. Number 1. When exactly did you decide to never talk to me again? A. Around the time we were supposed to hang out with Sam and Jonathan? B. The day you told me. Number 2. What's the worst thing that I did to you? What's the main reason you hate me? A. Cheating thing? B. Assault thing? C. Excessive contact? D. Other. Number 3. How did you not cheat on me? If I had never talked to you that day, would everything be fine by now? Would you have met me on the 27th? Answers to those questions would really, really help. You want all of your shit off the internet? Then work with me here. Let's get to the bottom of this. I need to know exactly why you hate me so much. Going to call the police? Don't bother. I'll call them myself. I'll turn myself in. I'll let them punish me for all the bullshit I did if it means you'll talk to me again. I won't sit back and do nothing. I can win you back. I know I can. Let me try. Just please let me try. Let me change your mind. You brought happiness into my life. It's meaningless without you. It really is, and always will be. Message number 36. Dated the 17th of March, 2013. Thank you for ignoring my last apologetic email. That's exactly what I needed you to do. Now I know that I deserve to move on. Not need. Allow me to explain. I needed to try my absolute best to get you to forgive me, for merely reacting childishly to your cheating. Sounds stupid because it is, and that's all I did. You did not forgive me. You failed the test miserably, and now the nightmare is finally over. Now I can live with myself. Why? Because if you can't forgive the mess that you created, then why should I feel bad at all? Why should I forgive you? Why should I want you back? You should have apologized to me, not the other way around. Your meat cheating with a complete stranger and disgustingly perverted internet creep behind my back severely fucked me up. A 3-year first love and first relationship was basically shat on by a sick rhinoceros. Holy shit did it fuck me up. That would fuck anyone up. I was perfectly fine before. So brutal. So traumatizing. How could you do that to me? How could you do that to yourself? You won't forgive the person you royally fucked up? Laughably heartless. I would have forgiven you for what you did to me, Alana. The rest of the world wouldn't have, but I would have. I truly would have. All you had to do is forgive me. Yes, I should have handled the situation much, much better, but can you really blame me? You torpedoed me into a black hole. You ripped my heart out and smashed it with a sledgehammer. Again with the sledgehammer. You blended my brain and totally fucked up my mind. I also greatly lacked experience. Every stupid thing I did combined is still mountainously overshadowed by what you did. First girlfriend, first true love. Only true love. First handhold. First kiss. First everything. I'm 22. Never had a date before. We were together for around 3 years. Around 3 entire years. We were in a closed relationship. Boyfriend and girlfriend without the titles. We promised to only sleep with each other. You told me that you didn't even want to kiss other guys. You did not break up with me. We were not just friends. That's a lie. We were even almost officially boyfriend and girlfriend. Now days. Merely days later I see the conversation. You weren't going to sleep with him? Bullshit. Why did you meet him? To get his autograph? Attempted cheating is still cheating. How did you not realize he was a troll? I want to cry as I type this. I'm going to throw up. It all makes me so fucking sick that I just want to die. This shit should have happened to me when I was 12, not 24. I would have been immune to it by now. I'm new to all this, Alana. I'm new to all this hurt, all this agony. I'm not like other guys that can endure it. They've experienced this pain when they were kids, not 24. They know how to maturely handle this situation. They have a lot of experience. They know what to do. I did not. I was lost. I know what I have to do now, but I still suffer and cry inside every day. You don't give a fuck? Good. I'm glad. Another reason why I shouldn't hate myself. I will heal and move on. Just watch me. I will find someone that treats me with respect and forget about you. I was your best friend, boyfriend, a man you truly loved. Instantly thrown away for some random internet douche? That conversation is an absolute joke. People don't believe it's real. I'm not kidding. It would actually make a hilarious short film. I only showed chunks of it and removed your name and picture. I needed to know what other people thought. I told you to stay away from my family. You should have talked to me if you have a problem. We're not kids anymore. I do not creep your social media. I never impersonated anyone. That's bullshit. I even have you blocked on Facebook. I do not follow you. I play tennis at 9:30 in UBC every Monday and Wednesday. In fact, I need you to take the bus after mine from now on. Stop with the false accusations already. Oh, and have fun taking down those videos. I'm not helping you with that anymore. I only deleted my YouTube channel because it got infested with trolls. I'll make a new one and bring back the Game Dude videos later. Maybe someday you'll realize what you've done and lost. You did not listen. You let our friendship fail. I should have eternally ignored you the second I discovered you cheated. That's what I should have done. Stupid me. Never apologize to a cheater. That's just pathetic. Obviously I wasn't thinking clearly. You didn't cheat? Why did you barely defend yourself then? Don't talk to me ever again. I don't want you back. Ever. I mean it this time. I really do. Stay out of my life forever. I need to leave. I need to move far away from everything. Being in the same area kills me. Have fun with the fact that you cheated and destroyed first true love. I am sending that tagged conversation to your mom. I'm telling her the full story. I'm doing it for your own good. She needs to know what you've been doing. She needs to help you because I can't anymore. I just don't want anything bad to happen to you, Alana. Despite everything, I still really don't, okay? I'm not sorry. I don't forgive you. You don't need to run away from the mess you created anymore. I'm gone forever. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Goodbye. Message number 37. Holy shit. What else have you been telling people? I'm the victim. Not you. You cheated. All the bullshit I did was a reaction to your cheating, and a reflection of the totally fucked up conversation that should not have involved any girl like you. All of it. Everything you did severely fucked me up. You destroyed everything. Not me. Now you will stop spreading rumors. If I go to the same event as you, it's either coincidental or because I was invited. I have the right to go to any event I want. I do UBC shit mainly through my roommate, so leave me alone. I never want to see you again. If you see me at a bus stop, I'm there for a legitimate reason. You will continue to see me at bus stops. It is inevitable. We share the area now. I will move far away as soon as I can. You will not enter my bus. You will not talk to my fans, friends, or family. You will stop all of these lies and false accusations, or I will be the one calling the police. The only thing you may accuse me of doing were excessive contact and acting like a complete moron that day by not realizing I couldn't change your mind about wanting to be left alone. Blame lack of experience and having a mental breakdown for that. I talked to the police. I never assaulted you. Lack of intent. Lack of knowledge. Stop telling everyone I did. The objective of the hug was to display enough sadness for compassion that you heartlessly did not give. Do I make myself clear? Message number 38. I could have been the dream boyfriend. I really could have. I did everything for you. For us. Everything. I changed my entire life for us. I moved close to you. You never even saw the place furnished. I got a full-time job. Then I got a movie job. Got a truck. Learned how to sing while playing the guitar. Learned how to play tennis better. Made many new friends. Got better clothes. Actually did shit with my life like kayaking and horseback riding. Made lots of money. I became everything you ever wanted and did it all just for you. Why did it all mean nothing to you? What have you done for me? You never even thanked me for the necklace I gave you. So unappreciative. Why were you so mean? You never want to see me again? No, I never want to see you again. I barely did anything wrong. Everything I did was a reaction to all the things you did to me. While I was changing my life for you, you planned to sleep with that creep. While I was crying and stupidly apologizing, you told me to die. I was on the floor. I was harmless. You did it solely to inflict further pain, and that's evil. One of my friends killed himself over a breakup. Those words can kill. We would have had so much fun. We would have gone to many concerts. I would have taught you how to play the guitar. We would have hung out with my new friends. We would have driven my truck everywhere. I would have taught you how to drive. You would have been a star in the movie. Everything would have been a dream. Everything only would have gotten better. Every day I continue to realize how horrible you were to me. I will share my life with someone that appreciates me. I want you to realize what you lost. I do not want you to treat the next person like shit. Message number 39. I will call the police if you keep spreading false accusations. That is a criminal offense. Do I make myself clear? I have the right to defend myself and will do so now with extreme logic, reason, justification, and explanation. Number 1. Troll association. If I was associated with that troll, then why did I lash out at the troll? My insults were uploaded onto YouTube. Why would I humiliate myself? Game Dude Official's video. And then he leaves a link to that video. Number 2. Humiliation. I did it solely to stop your dangerous lifestyle, not revenge. It was a good intention that may have been badly executed due to lack of experience. Perhaps I should have talked to you privately. For that I apologize. Number 3. Excessive contact. Needed answers. I apologize. Number 4. Stalking. Night. Do you honestly think that I waited by your gate until past 10 o'clock? I live 5 minutes away. I was on my way from Shoppers when I coincidentally found you. I was allowed to talk to you because you told me a few days ago that you would have hung out with my friends and I if you weren't sick. Why did I talk to you? Answers. You left me in the dark. Was ignoring my phone calls a clear indicator to be left alone? No, because I thought you were too sick to talk. You even told me by the gate that you'd call another time. Why did you ignore me by the gate? Perhaps you merely thought I was stalking you. Sent an explanatory message. Morning. I was on my way to Shoppers before going to UBC. Holy shit, I coincidentally found you by the gate again. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. It really was just a big fucking coincidence. I've never lied to you. Therefore, you do not have any reason not to believe me. Thought you always left the house earlier than 10 o'clock. I was startled and was going to hide because I didn't want to explain myself. Then I was afraid that you'd seen me hiding and that would look even creepier, so I decided just to talk to you. Still needed answers anyway. Why did I walk past your house from and to Shoppers? Why not? Nice neighborhood, away from the noise and pollution. On the way, you didn't hate me yet. I decided to skip Shoppers and go directly to UBC so we could keep talking. You were not walking away from me. You were merely walking to school. You would have ran if you truly wanted me to leave you alone. You did talk to me. Never told me to go away. Maybe you showed it emotionally, but I was too emotional to notice. That's why clear indicators are so important. Man noticed, but I didn't believe him. You finally told me to take a different bus. That was the first clear indicator. Would have been stalking had I continued to follow you. I did not. Didn't have to go to UBC yet. I apologize for not holding myself together. Afternoon. I did wait for you to play the sax. Call it stalking, but I thought it'd be okay if I romantically played a song for you. Happens in the movies. You walked away. I followed to explain myself. I should have left you alone. For that I apologize. Why didn't I? Answers. Thought I could change your mind. I apologize for not holding myself together again. Bus stop. Sometimes I play tennis at UBC in the morning. Starts at 9:30. Number 5. Assaults. Did I try to block your path? Yes. Why? Wanted to keep talking to you privately. Did I stop once I realized I couldn't convince you to stay? Yes. Why couldn't I convince you? Maybe you would have been late to school. Had you clearly indicated that you wanted to be left alone yet? No. Did I hug you? Yes. Why? Thought displaying enough sadness would get compassion in return. Did I stop once I realized you truly wanted me to? Yes. Took a while though because you never did anything like push me away or tell me to stop. Had you clearly indicated that you wanted to be left alone yet? No. Number 6. Rumors. Why did I explain our situation on the internet? Thoughts. Why? To prove you wrong. Why? To resolve everything. Did I have the right? Yes. Did I lie? No. I merely stated my perspective. Did I hide your identity? Yes. Number 7. Insults. Did I swear at you? No. Did I call you names? No. I merely criticized you. Why? So you'd learn from your mistakes. Why? So you won't lose any more friends. Number 8. Lip syncs. Did I make them after breaking up with my girlfriend? Yes. Did I think they'd win you back? Yes. Did I realize it was a stupid attempt? Yes. Number 9. Creeping. Did I have you blocked? Yes. Was I coincidentally invited to the same event? Yes. Did I think it was a different event with a similar name that was widely advertised? Yes. Did I not go once I realized you were going? Yes. There. Done. Miss anything? Any questions? Am I clear? Message number 40. This is Alex. This is my new email address. Deleted the other one because it got infested with spam. I don't know why you still hate me. I did nothing bad and can explain everything. You just think I can't, but I can. I can explain every single major and minor thing. I've already explained a lot. I'm not the person you think I am. I wasn't being myself. Don't want to talk? Don't want to listen? Good. I don't want you to anymore. I just want you to stop spreading false accusations. Oh, and please don't block past culprit anymore. I'm there a lot. Okay? Thanks. Blocking your email now. Emails after 1 month of no contact. Message number 1, dated on the 29th of April, 2013. Alana, you deserve a full and proper apology for all of the heartache I ever forced you to endure. It is overwhelmingly long because I have done so much. I want to erase the negative energy I selfishly bestowed upon you because I want you to be happier. I do not fully know why everything happened, but I will still try my best to make sense of it all. Just know that sometimes I even misunderstand myself. I am totally okay with your decision to end our relationship. I am sorry for making you unhappy around the end of it. I tried to regrow it so fast that I killed it by never considering your feelings. I am sorry for being so abusive. I never should have been so persistently, impatiently, and forcefully demanding. I feel so possessive and controlling for making you feel so owned, pressured, and overwhelmed. I never should have used anger or sadness to force or guilt you into giving me what I wanted, or taken back presents to guilt you into apologizing. Returning them did not return the love within them. I feared you stopped caring about me. I only upset you and made you feel more defensive by closing your heart from wanting to give me what I wanted. I feel so mean, inconsiderate, selfish, pathetic, and irresponsible for making you feel so hurt, upset, resentful, uncared, and disrespected. I feel like such a pathetic crybaby for making you feel so repulsed. I should have contained and controlled my emotions or given us space when we needed it, and then talked to you nicely and rationally once we were ready. I also should have politely asked once, and been patient had you agreed, or understanding had you not. Then I might have gotten that apology, compassion, love poem, present, phone call, invitation to hang out with you and your friends again, or whatever else I wanted had you felt I rightfully deserved it, and they would have all have been meaningful because they all would have come from the heart. I never should have forced promises. That's why I might have gotten false ones. I never should have forcefully tried to change your mind. That is why I might have gotten untruths. I should have sought for real solutions instead. Then I might have become your best friend again. I never should have blamed, criticized, insulted, or accused you, nor should I have ever made assumptions or excuses. I wanted to guilt you back and avoid having to better myself. I only cowardly ran away from the root problems. I should have taken full responsibility for my actions and behavior like a man. I should have been more understanding and guiding while treating you much nicer. Then you never would have rightfully reacted. Then you might not have been as inclined to meet other guys. Then I might have become your boyfriend again. I am sorry for sending you so many long, desperate, and insulting messages. Please delete and completely disregard all of them. I take back all those bullshit words. I never meant any of them. You are actually the sweetest and most caring person I have ever met. I was just being super emotional and manipulative. Although I did not lie, I still wrongfully used truths and beliefs as tools to lure you back by flaunting and over-exaggerating them. Everything I said was to lure you back, and I said and did everything. That is partly why I acted so desperate, cheerful, hurtful. I cannot believe I actually thought those pathetic messages would work, but I did not know what else to do. I only made every mistake in the book. I should have sent you one proper, apologetic, and explanatory message. I am sorry for accusing you of cheating. I feel so narrow-minded and mistrusting for making you feel so misunderstood. I was just so angry and convinced that I blindly and immediately jumped to conclusions. I should have known you better. that you just wanted to meet the guy. I am sorry for arguing with you so much. I feel so ignorant, stupid, and stubborn for making you feel so frustrated and helpless. I was always too insecure to admit I am wrong. I should have deflated my ego and been willing to learn from such a smart girl. You essentially told me everything in this message. You wanted me to better myself because you really cared about me, even though I neglected your feelings for so long. You tried to save our friendship. You endured so much of my bullshit. I ignored you because I thought you were just being mean. I still do not know how I spread rumors about you, for I always hid your identity, but I still never should have discussed our situation online. I wanted answers and truly thought the internet would convince you that I am right, to make you apologize, to resolve everything. You never had anything to apologize for. I misunderstood, and I really did assault you. I was wrong and so was the internet. I never should have put my faith in the hands of a bunch of typewriting monkeys that made the switch. I cannot believe I actually believed them over you. I am still trying my best to erase you off the internet, but it is a losing battle. I'm sorry for humiliating you so much. I feel so pathetic, mean, and inconsiderate for making you feel so embarrassed. I never should have been so crazy outside or at Purdy's. You even had to leave before you could get anything. I never should have been such an asshole at Starbucks. I never should have even looked at you. I was just so angry and inexperienced that I overreacted by letting my emotions take over. Upon seeing the conversation, I actually should have ceased all contact with you immediately for 1 month to contain and control my emotions. I actually needed space first. Then I would have thought rationally, for anger consumed all rational thought. And unfortunately the page cuts off here, so there were more emails, but we don't get to read any of them. They are unfortunately lost to time.